Hi, Bob.
I am Diva Bass. This is Diva Court.
On today's episode of Diva Court, university student Keith Maddow has filed a complaint against Professor Rachael Oberman. Rachael says their relationship was just for private tutoring and he did not earn an A.
Now, you are here because you're complaining about something. What is it?
2 semesters. 2 semesters.
You don't need to repeat yourself. Keep going.
All right, I took illustration class. Things were fine, you know. We hung out, had a couple drinks, hanging everything. I was at her place, she was at mine.
Pause. Why?
Well, it was personal. I mean, we had a personal relationship.
You're disgusting. Finish.
Next semester, I need to take illustration 2. She's teaching it, go right on in, you know? And for some reason, halfway through the semester, she wants to call it off.
What is she calling off?
Well, I don't know how to put this in gay term, but you know, she tried to end the relationship.
You know what? You don't even put in any term besides English.
Okay? She decided to end the relationship, okay?
What was the extent of the relationship?
We were a couple. And you know, I mean, I wanted...
Pause. This is the best you can do at all your students in your class?
We were not a couple. We may have gone on a few dates, and yes, we had a close relationship,
Ew.
but...
Stop. Finish.
Yeah, close relationship, you know?
You talk to me, not to her. You understand?
Look,
this is my courtroom. My courtroom. You talk to me, not to her.
Well, I told my mother about her, and
Ew.
my mother's like, invite her to Thanksgiving dinner. I was like, okay, great. And then that's when she's like all trippy about it, you know, making excuses and everything. Well, you know, I have to kind of go here and a lot of work to grade upon over the break and everything. I'm like, what are you talking about, you know? So, and then like after the holidays, I don't hear from her. She doesn't call me on Thanksgiving Day. I left 4 messages, okay? 4, count them.
Look, this is not a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. I'm not going to go to Thanksgiving with your mother.
You had sex with your student and you want to keep it professional? How's that?
Well, I am a teacher. I am looking
You're
to get my
disgusting,
tenure.
for one, okay? And
It was
that
not
student?
sex per se. I like to keep a professional relationship with my students. I don't want to get involved.
Now, what is your purpose being here?
I was in art class with these 2, and I have to say that if Valentino got an A the first semester, he didn't earn it by working in class.
Objection, Your Honor.
Did I say you can talk? Hush. Finish your statement, ma'am.
His work in class was not sufficient for an A, so he must have been doing work outside of class, if you know what I mean.
Okay, now what were you so rudely interrupting my witness here for?
An F does not work for me, okay? I'm not taking this class again next semester. That's $2,000 out the window if I get an F. I'm not doing it, Your Honor.
So what kind of work did you do in your class to earn this A?
We had to draw the human anatomy, bodies, you know, positions and everything.
And you drew her body.
I mean, well, I do have some drawings like that, but that's outside of class, you know.
Ew, shut up. You disgusted me. Okay, so you say that he didn't do any work in class?
He did the first semester, which is why he got good grades, and which is why
Was it schoolwork or body work?
Well, we may have had some private sessions.
Ew, you call sex with your student private lessons?
We had relations, but
And that's why you gave him an A?
No.
Your best bet, ma'am, is to be honest. Because if you lie, you're gonna lose. Now, let's keep it 100% honest.
Your Honor, I am a professional teacher. I'm looking to get my tenure. I have no interest in trying to ruin my reputation as a teacher.
God, I can't
strictly, I mean,
You had sex with your student. I want to hear you say it.
we may have encountered in...
Shut up. So finish. What's the end result here? You want to get your A back?
Yes, Your Honor. I want to get my A back, and I want to be paid for damages.
Paid for damages?
Well,
What
I've
are
already missed the
damages?
deadline for the semester, so I have to retake the class again.
So
Maybe
want
if you
her-
put in the work...
Like I told him, this is my courtroom, not yours. So you would not speak unless been spoken to. Okay? Thank you. So, you want her to pay your fines and all that stuff for next semester? Outrageous!
Outrageous, Your Honor.
I didn't. I tell you already that this is my courtroom. So I'm gonna need you to shut the hell up, all right? I think it's outrageous you come into my courtroom after sleeping with your teacher.
Listen, I know how to separate.
I am not done. When I speak upon you, you may speak. You disgust me. I cannot believe that you're sitting here and utter the whole words that you are very professional, Obviously not if you're sleeping with the students, and I was the best looking student in your class. So, you want your A back.
Trust me, I earned it.
Oh, really?
Yes, Your Honor, I earned it.
Obviously not, because she's definitely complaining. Huh. So you didn't earn it.
No, I'm the complainant.
Ah! You're talking again without me letting you speak. So before you open your big mouth, I want you to raise your hand. Do you understand me? Before you open your mouth again, I want you to raise your hand. Okay? So, what do you feel should be done today?
I think if he wants to get that A, he can retake the class and try and earn the A.
You think he should retake your class after you already gave him the nookie?
I don't see what I did wrong.
You spread the legs and let him in the middle. That's what you did wrong.
But he earned the A the first semester. He did the work.
So he was good at first and then he got bad?
I'm a good teacher. The
Is she
student
good?
deserves an A.
I'm talking to you now. You're allowed to speak. Is she good?
Define good, Your Honor.
So, I want you to be honest with me here. How many students have you slept with? Or gave private lessons to and let them touch and feel on your anatomy?
3. But I mean, they were only personal, private.
There's no excuse. Sorry, not having it. Sounds like your mouth mean you're talking. And I said you can't talk, so don't talk. Thank you. Now, I do feel that he humiliated you. I do feel he did. I mean, you did have to sleep with that. I did think you could do better, okay? Okay, whiner, please take your hands down and ask your little question.
So, am I 3 or 4? I'd like to know.
That is not relevant. You're disgusting.
You brought it up.
How dare
You
you
brought it up,
bring it
Your Honor.
up in my court? What I bring up my court is what I bring up my court, okay? So you
Apparently there's a pattern here.
Shut up!
There's a
Shut
pattern
up!
here.
Hands up in the air again. I told you shut up if you want to listen. Both hands in the air.
Should I wave them like I don't care?
Put your hands in the air. Keep playing, and I will have you bent halfway down on your knees. You know you like being on your knees, is that right? I bet you know from personal experience.
You showed them the photo?
Oh, wow. There's pictures. Is there video?
There was pictures only because he wanted a more accurate drawing. He wanted something that he could take home.
Pictures
to.
of you or him?
Both. We
Ew,
were doing
disgusting.
both male and female.
Stop. That's nasty. Okay, so I do feel that you humiliated her. I want you to be outside looking ridiculous because you made her look and feel ridiculous. And that look you giving me, I do not appreciate. So do not have me get crazy up in here. Because I don't want to get crazy. I'm trying not to get crazy up in here. So don't make me get crazy. So watch how you look at me. Okay? Now, my bailiff's going to take you out and he's going to let you work and earn your A. Okay? That's my ruling in Diva Court. You are adjourned.